branding, and this is my fourth video in the Bow and Arrows series. It's a personal and professional growth program for sharp entrepreneurs, savvy businesses, anyone who really wants to grow both in your personal and professional life. I find that they are so intricately woven, and especially if you're an entrepreneur and it's your brand on the line. And so in this Artemis metaphor, we are the hunters. And so today we're going to dig right in with the 8 P's of personal branding. We all have a personal brand. And so whether you work for someone else or you're looking for a job, what we're going to go over here are things that you can do to really make yourself stand apart, stand out, and really to be, your one unique self. One of my very favorite quotes from Oscar Wilde: be yourself, everyone else is already taken. So important. And in branding, it's not about being a sheep, right? It's not about being just like everybody else. To have an effective brand, you want to stand out and you want to be remembered. And so to do that, we're going to go through all of these things. And it really starts with personality. And so what does personality have to do with it? Pretty much everything. That's at least our starting point is who you are. Because if you're the decision maker and it's your brand, then we want to talk about what kind of a leader you are and your thought processes. How do you see the world? And how do you interact with others? Because that's going to bring success or not. And actually my new podcast, One Bow, Many Arrows, the new episode is on the book 5 Voices. So be looking for that on iTunes. You can subscribe to One Bow, Many Arrows. I hope you do, and I hope you'll leave me a review and contact me and give me some ideas on some content you'd like for me to share in this series. But in 5 Voices, Kubitschek and Cochran, what they did is they took the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types and kind of culled that down into 5. And so it's a lot easier for organizations to remember 5 personality types than 16. So I am an ENTJ, for an example, and in 5 Voices, my lead voice is Pioneer. So I am someone that's more likely to do things like create a Bow and Arrows program and to start new businesses, to start new projects. And in last week's podcast, in Better Than Before by Gretchen Rubin, I reviewed her book, and in that, it also gives you a lot of these personality type awareness exercises so that you can improve your decision making. You can make and break habits, right? Form healthier habits and kind of break the bad habits. And so that's our first P, personality. So go to 16personalities.com to figure out what your personality type is, and you'll kind of see what your strengths and weaknesses are. You'll see the other type of personalities that you get along better with and those that you don't get along so well with. So it's really good. The other part of personality, our style, our image, right? I mean, when people think of me, they probably think about my curly hair, right? That's pretty much a big part of my image. And my personal brand is how you look, what you wear. I like to be stylish. Your space, right, is also a part of your personal brand. You want a sacred space where you can do 2 things: focus and flourish. And then our personality then also goes into all of those external communication pieces, your marketing communication pieces, your keywords, the type of photography you're going to choose. On my website, melinalott.com, you can see my header. I use this black and orange. I use a lot of the arrows for this new program, Bow and Arrows. And so in my business card, I use a lot of colors, vibrant, right? And there's my logo right there. And then on Sooner Spaces, which is my style and staging company, also very colorful. And the tagline there is "Love the space you're in." And with Bow and Arrows, it's ready, aim, grow. So again, those are some key words. Okay, the second P is passion. What I'm talking about with passion is not just doing the thing that you love the most, because honestly, I get tired of everything that I'm doing, and I don't think I would want to do any one thing full time. So, the passion that I'm talking about is the energy that you're bringing to your brand. It's your vibe, which attracts your tribe. It's your aspirations. You want to dream it and do it, right? It's your positivity and intention, and it's your sustainability. So your brand needs to be sustainable, right? It's not something that it's so trendy that in 6 months you're gonna go, oh, I'm just throwing my brand out the window. But since we're talking about personal branding, beginning with us, the hunter, this is going to be something that's really foundational. It's based on who you are, who you want to be, how you want to be perceived. And that's our next P are on these kind of 8 golden arrows of P's of personal branding is perception. So what do you think of yourself? And then what do others think of you? So, right, so these, and we're going to build a bridge. How am I going to get people to perceive me the way that I want to? So is it that I need to improve my communication skills? Is it that I'm coming off the wrong way? Am I being too harsh, too direct? Maybe it's some of those weaknesses that I've identified in the personality type that I need to work on. Is it, I need to be a better listener? All those things. Is my image not polished? And so that's a really important one, perception. And then the next one is philosophy and purpose. What is your brand mission statement? So write that down. So it's not just what you do, it's as the service, it's what's the result of the service. So for example, with bow and arrows, my mission is to help professionals to grow. And so I'm giving them the tools to be able to do that. And so what do I want them to feel? I want them to feel empowered. I want them to feel like they have the resources and that they're going to find within themselves that power to be able to choose all the right arrows to then, stay on target and reach their goals, and to really have an advocate. I'm your advocate on this journey. Okay, so our next one then is, and also on philosophy and purpose, I want to mention your hero fireside story. So that's why you do what you do. Why do you care about it? What drew you to this business? Tell stories about it. People relate to stories. Then the next one is your platform and promotion. So these are all the things that you're doing to promote yourself. And so it's all the ways that people can find you. It's your physical, location, your store if you have one. Online, it's your website. It's all of your social media channels. So that could be blogging, writing, speaking, videos, media, PR. It's all those tools that you load in your quiver. And for some ideas on the digital tools that are my favorite, go back and watch the video, Load Your Quiver with a Little Crazy, okay? So, and that's kind of some fun ways that you can use your digital media tools as well. And then the next one is performance. It's your service. You always want to up your game and sharpen your aim. I don't even know if I knew that I rhymed there. You want to create your SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So make sure your goals are SMART. Your achievements and awards, reviews, always ask for reviews. Don't be afraid of that. Again, one of the tools or one of the characteristics of a great hunter is that you're courageous and brave, and sometimes that means asking for a lot of things. You're not just asking for the sale, you're asking for your tribe to help support you. And then in your performance, you want to refine as you go along. That's our Artemis Infinity Loop. So it's awareness, assessment, and action over and over again. And then finally, the last P is power. So once you've achieved this, you're going to have influence. You're going to have influence in your category. You'll have tribal engagement. Your tribe will work with you, for you. They'll recommend you. You'll get lots of referrals. You'll see growth happen, and then you'll see evolution. You're going to evolve as the marketplace evolves because you're aware and you're assessing, and then your action. You're choosing the right arrows. You're loading your quiver with all the right SMART tools, and you're being a really strong hunter. So those are our 8 P's of personal branding, and I will talk about personality more in the podcast One Bow Many Arrows, available on iTunes. It's also over on SoundCloud, and I blog each week on melinalott.com as well. And I would love to help you if you'd like a one-on-one strategy session with me. I'm now doing those online, so you can book that. Go to my contact form over on melinalott.com and have a great, successful week. We've got this.